Go.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm a facility administrator. I have been with the village for almost 10 years now. I started with DaVita as a nurse on the floor, a charge nurse. I did that role for about a year and a half and I loved it, and I thought, okay, what's next? So I took on the role as a facility administrator. I started out with just one clinic, and then a few years after that, I decided I was ready for more of a challenge. So I took on a second clinic. So I have a 12-chair clinic and a 20-chair clinic. I manage both of them. I also, as an RN, work the floor, as a lot of us do. I help cover my clinics, and I also help cover other local clinics for the administrators that maybe aren't nurses. I like to start my day by coming into the clinic, put my stuff in my office, and then the first thing I do is I head out to the treatment floor. I check in with my techs, I check in with my nurse. What do we have going on? What are you working on? What do you need help with? I think it's really important that they know that you're in the building and that you're there to help them. I also like to do my rounds in the clinic to see how it looks. I check my water logs in the back. Is the water room clean? Does it need some help? Also just walking on the floor, checking in with my patients. You know, the patients need to know that you're there, they need to know who you are, and that you're available if they have any questions or problems. I also check the back of house. I like to know, is my social worker in the building? Is my dietitian in the building? Do I have a PD nurse? My AA, you know, what are they working on? If we get lucky and the PD nurse and the dietitian and the social worker and myself are all in the clinic at the same time, then we, you know, just sit down together, do our core team meeting. Often that is a scheduled meeting, but sometimes we luck out and we get to it before that. After that, I head to my office, check my email, see where we're at for the day. One thing I've learned as an administrator is binders are your friend. You have to be organized, and I learned that even as a nurse, that if you're organized, you're going to excel and you're not going to waste time trying to find stuff. Lots of binders, lots of folders, and organization is key for me. One thing I really want to talk to you about is a tool that we use in the village that has been very useful for me. That tool is the quality indicator checklist. It's found in Anaplan. How I use that tool is I print it out the first week of the month, take a peek through it, and I can kind of see what things are coming up for that month. I have, in my 8.5 years as an administrator, I've done probably 4 or 5 CMS surveys for my clinics and for other clinics that I was covering. And I've found that using this quality indicator checklist does really prepare you for that survey, so that when your surveyor's in the clinic, you can show them your binders. You've done all these things and you've completed these tasks that really need to be done. How I use mine is I print it out, take a look through it, and at that time I also kind of determine what things I'll be doing and what things I'll be delegating. So I do have things I delegate to my team. I've found for time, you know, if I'm on the floor working as the